This government has found billions of pounds for the pandemic, for the wasted NHS Act. They found millions in a day. Remember that? They don't care how much it costs. They found millions. They can't find a few £100 a month to support our Gurkhas. Why should they have to go to Saudi Arabia to earn paupers' wages, serving other people, washing their clothes? Why should they have to do that? They should be living their life in comfort and respect now, yet this government can't be bothered to pay out the money for the Gurkha.
This should be on the front page of every newspaper.
Yes.
This is genuine inequality. This is genuine injustice, and you deserve justice. You deserve equality. The Gurkhas are one of the fiercest regiments in the British Army. When people think of the Gurkhas, they shake in their boots, and you guys are heroes. I've seen so many medals here. Every major battle in history, you guys have fought in it, and I just feel so humbled to be here in front of you. And this is not a left issue, it's not a right issue. It should be every British person should be out here supporting you guys. If you care about injustice, if you care about equality, you should be out here supporting the Gurkhas to say thank you for the blood that you have shed for our country. So thank you very much. And the last thing I'll say is the Gurkhas are coming.
Thank you very much.
What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! Body sanction! Body sanction! Body sanction! Body sanction! What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Body sanction! Body sanction! Body sanction! What do we want?
So we're here today at Downing Street with Dan, who's one of the leaders of the Gurkha protest movement. Dan, could you tell us a little bit about why you're here today and why everyone's here and turned out in such massive numbers to support you?
Okay, well, first of all, namaste. That means greetings to all of you. Thank you very much for the Turning Point News UK. My name is Dan Grung, one of the hunger striker, and then Gurkha Satyagraha is a secretary. Well, why we are protesting, why we are going to hunger strike, that is your main point, is it?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Over 207 years, historical injustice. First point is that. Second point is, we raise our voice from state to the government, both government, British government and Nepal government. But until today, there is no address about our issue. Our main issue is equal right. We want only the equal right. So we don't want any discrimination. We don't want people letting us down. We don't want people violating the human rights. That's why we are here protesting, and we are on the hunger strike, which is finally will launch myself, Gyanraj Rai and Pushpa Rana Gale from the 5th of August until the death.
Well, that's incredible. And could you tell our viewers at home a little bit about your military service and history, what you've done for Britain, just yourself?
Well, I served in the British Army 15 years. I enlisted in 1980 and retired in 1994 with a full service of 15 years. But even I want more than 15 years, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. That is the one of the discrimination. Whereas the British counterpart, they are allowed to serve up to the 22 years, but I'm not allowed. But during my service, I served in Hong Kong, Brunei, Malaysia, South Korea, and Canada. And during my service, the another discrimination is only during my 15 years of service, only 30 months. I repeat again, only 30 months is allowed my wife with me. Only 30 months allowed to stay with me. Only 30 months. Is that right? Is that correct? Is that discrimination or not? Discrimination or not?
No, it's shocking. It's shocking.
Yeah, that's really shocking, innit? Yeah, that's the things. And after that, when I retired in 1994, my monthly pension was only £20. £20. I repeat again, when I retired from the British Army, my pension was £20.
Just £1.20.
£20, £20 a month.
£20, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas my British counterpart, they receive £400. £400.
How can you be expected to live on that?
What I did with my £20? How survive my families? What about the education? What are the medical? What are the food, lodging, fooding, medical, education? Everything chaos because of the £20 pension. If I receive equal pension, I won't be here. If I receive equal pension, my families will get better life. So most of the Gurkhas, son, daughter, they are working in Arab countries, dirty, difficult job. Dangerous, difficult and dirty jobs in South Africa, Saudi Arabia, because of the little pension, because of not equal pension. The main thing another I want to explain is, in 2020, February 12, 2020, our Nepal government wrote the letter to the British government. Let's have a word, let's have a dialogue, let's have a form of the high level of the dialogue team, but they totally ignore. How come? Our sovereignty country. How come the British government ignore our country? Even our country is small, even our country is poor, but country is country. We have a sovereignty, so must be respect. Must be respect. They can't ignore our letter. They can't delay our issues. Must be addressed. If they don't, I'm the one going to hunger strike until to the death.
That's incredible. And again, your passion is just immense. Like, the government can't keep expecting people from Nepal to be our fiercest warriors. Like, the Gurkhas are the most feared battalion in the British Army. You guys are incredible. So how can we treat you so poorly? It just baffles me.
Yeah. Another thing is, if there is a first World War, they need Gurkha. Second World War, they need Gurkha. Afghanistan, they need Gurkha. After the war, they send them back with the barefoot. They send them back with a little pension. Is that fair? No? No one say yes? No one say yes. So, our ancestors, they gave their life, they sacrificed their life, they gave their sweat and tear, everything, in order to save Great Britain and its crown. The result, they received zero. Discrimination, non-equal, little pension, bare food. That's the result. That's why we are going to protest. That's why we are going to hunger strike.
So how long have you been on hunger strike for so far?
It is 11 days, running in 11 days. But 2 more days, because we are remembering and respecting our 13 BCs. So there are 13 BCs, 12 of them already gone. 1 BC is still alive. Maybe, we hope, maybe he will be here. So for the respect, the 13 BCs, the relay hunger strike will go for the 13 days. And the 14 days, we respect for the Britain. And the 15 days, we respect for the Nepal. So it will take 15 days. After 15 days, Gamraj, myself, and Pushparana Gale will go continue. There is no relief, there is no relay. We will continue go on hunger strike. No one can stop. But only the British government can stop. Because if they form up high level of dialogue team, and if they say date and venue for the dialogue, we will give up our hunger strike. That is the basic things we demand.
It sounds like you're being very reasonable. You're just pushing for equality, which is what you deserve and what you're entitled to for your service. So I wish you the best of luck going forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! What do we want? What do we want?
Ladies and gentlemen, why we are here? Why we are going for the hunger strike? That is the main reason. Over 206 years of historical injustice. Historical injustice. We raise our voice from state to government, both government, British government, Nepal government. But no one listening, no one addressing our issues. When we started our raising our voice, that's the time we veterans were plus 40,000, plus 40,000. Plus 40,000. Nowadays, only 15,000 remain. Less than 15,000 remains. After 10 years, if we stop our voice, there will be no one left. Our ancestors fought for this country, gave their life, sacrificed their life. They gave their sweat and blood in order to save Great Britain and its crown. The result, what they get? No equal, little pension, human rights violence, historical injustice. Another example I want to give you. During my service, I served 15 years. Even I want more than 15 years, British government, the MOD, not allow me to serve more than 15 years. During my 15 year service, only I allow my wife stay with me only 30 months, 30 months. Rest of life, my wife, she spent her life alone at home in Nepal. After I retired from the British Army in 1994, my monthly pension was 20 pounds. 20 pounds! Whereas my British counterpart, they receive 400 pounds a month. With my 20 pounds, how my wife survived? How my children survived? What about their education? What about that lodging, fooding? What about that medical? That's why most of British veterans, children, surviving in Saudi Arabia. They are doing dirty, dangerous, and difficult job because of the 20-pound pension. Is that really shame or not? Is it shame?
Shame! Shame!
Shame?
What is?
Now, what I want to say, we are not demanding much. We just demanding equal right. We want British government immediately form a high level of dialogue team, need to address the date and venue, sit on the dialogue, address our issues. In 2020, February 12, 2020, our Nepal government already sent the letters to the British government. Let's have a dialogue, let's have a word, let's address the Gurkhas issues. But the British government totally ignored our government, our country, our sovereignty country. That is totally disgusting. Totally disgusting.
Yeah.
How come the British government ignore our government letters? Even our country is small, even our country is poor, we have our own dignity. Everybody have own dignity. Why they ignore? Why they ignore our government's letters? That's the reason myself, Jan Raj and Pushparana Gale going for the hunger strike unto the death. If the British government immediately form up the high level of dialogue team, if they say date and time and venue, immediately we give up our hunger strike.
Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. Right. Especially those things which I have to speak, Mr. Dhan has already explained. On that, I don't have to elaborate more. The main thing I want to let you know is, if we do not prepare, if we are not going to do a hunger strike to death, unless we do that, the British government is bullying, abusing not only the Gurkhas, the closest ally of her in the history. That country who helped to be Great Britain like this for the last 207 years. Now she is bullying British government, not the government itself as well. We have to be clear. There is a gang inside in the MOD, those who share the Brigade of Gurkhas, and they are the gang who do not want we Gurkhas to be happy. Do you know why? If the Gurkhas are given good pensions, they will educate their children. They will be richer, better. Then, if there is a big war, if there is a big trade, there won't be Gurkha coming to carry the rifle of Great Britain. That is the thing we know. It is not me saying, thousands of intellectuals say. Anyway, thousands of people died without good food. Already been told, Dhan Bahadur said that thousands of Gurkhas, son and daughter, working dirty, difficult and dangerous jobs in third world countries. Their parents are over here in the cave, spending their life as a prisoner of war or a beggar. Before 5 years ago, when we were here for campaign, there used to be 5 times of Gurkha families around here like this. But now, as they are very old and frail, they cannot come here. They cannot shout, they cannot cry over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for supporting. I know how much the British public love and care the Gurkhas. One professor, Barry Collins, who was the teacher of Prince of Nepal, Dipendra, he had told me that Gyanraj, British and the Gurkha have got blood relations. As a soldier, I could not quite understand. I asked, Professor, how? He said, he taught me or he explained me. In the old days, we had to fight with our enemy close-counterly. We had to go together. Thousands were shot or bombarded and they collapsed on the floor. They shedded the blood together, lying one over the other one. So our blood were mixed. That's why the British and the Gurkhas are brothers. We have got blood relations. And another thing he said, when the British needed blood, Gurkha gave. When Gurkha needed blood, the British gave the blood and survived. That's why we British people and the Nepali Gurkhas have got blood relation. Ragat ko saino cha bhanera भन्नु भएको छ. That's why now we can see in the UK or around the world, all the British people are with us. Even though many of them could not come today, however, nowadays you don't have to meet them. You can touch their brain and heart. They have touched our brain and heart, showing their love and care. Anyway, we are now here, not many, however, we were there yesterday for Great Britain. Today, British public veterans and Gurkhas are together. I hope we will be together like this until the earth remains. Isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Right. Now, I don't have to speak much. We will dress back from the hunger strike only when British government respect the Nepalese government's request and pumps up the highest level of political decision-making committee together with the Nepalese government. And if they say, we will do within 2 months, or even we can wait for 3 months, but not a year anymore. In a year, thousands will run away. I mean, they will pass away because they are very old and frail. So, ladies and gentlemen, rather than me speaking, we have got those our brothers who are helping us, supporting us day and night. So we will let them to speak about how they are going to help. Thank you very much. Once again, I want to shout, Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali! Ayo Gurkhali!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Jan Rice, for his express. Mr. Roy Anthony Brinkley.
Well, I hope you can hear me. Namaskar. I feel really honoured again to be asked to speak on the behalf of the Gurkha. It's a massive privilege for me to be asked to come today to say a few words. First of all, there is a page that has been set up for the Gurkha cause, and it's called Gurkha Fought for Britain. Now we must fight for them. For those people that haven't joined, please join, because the more people that join, the more people that will get the message. Yet again today, it's been a massive turnout by the Gurkha. As Gurkha said just a minute ago, a lot of Gurkhas are no longer able to attend or are no longer with us now. And there's only 15,000 left in this country. And yet still this government and previous governments have not given the Gurkha their fair right with the British veterans. We've heard from Giriraj about the pension difference. Not only is the pension that was different, their wages were different. They were paid poorly. At the time, they thought everything was okay. It's not okay to be paid below the minimum wage when you're fighting for this country alongside other veterans. Would this country have won the war in Burma and the Far East if it wasn't for the Gurkhas? No. They fought in Afghanistan and Iraq, Cyprus and other places. And that's recent history. They're going back 206 years. It's not fair. Why should I be paid? Well, I was. I've told the story before when I was sat with a sergeant from the Gurkhas who'd been in 15 years and I'd been in 6 months. I was earning more than him. That's not fair. Yeah. This government has found billions of pounds for the pandemic, for the wasted NHS Act. They found millions in a day. Remember that? They don't care how much it costs. They found millions. They can't find a few £100 a month to support our Gurkhas. Why should they have to go to Saudi Arabia to earn paupers' wages, serving other people, washing their clothes? Why should they have to do that? They should be living their life in comfort and respect now, yet this government can't be bothered to pay out the money for the Gurkha.
On behalf of Gurkha United Struggle Committee, I would like to say thank you very much. Thank you very much to all of you. You guys are fantastic. You guys are beautiful. You guys are supporting us. Without your support, without your unity, without your solidarity, this program will not be success. That's why I bow my head and respect to you all. Thank you very much.